For many years, evangelicals were looked upon as a sect or a cult by the general public, partly fueled by the media who didn't understand either. And I can remember even about 25 years ago talking to a specialist in religions who was employed by the local Catholic diocese. He came to see me, he knew about Jehovah's Witnesses, he knew about Mormons. He had never heard of evangelicals. So that has changed radically over the last 2 or 3 decades. We recently did a survey which showed that 74% of the French population had heard of evangelicals. And in today's world, if an evangelical church is mentioned in the media or on the news, they don't have to explain what it means. So it's very important to try to get past this perception that we were in some way dangerous or to be avoided. How did it happen? Partly because some of the media totally exaggerated their attacks on the evangelical church. And there was one newspaper, the Nouvel Observateur, about 15 years ago, which published a whole issue on the sect which wants to conquer the world. And that was the evangelical churches. And it was so extreme that even the more liberal Protestants and the Catholic Church rose up and wrote to the editor and said, this is not true, this is wrong. Even before that, there had been a move in the right direction, I think ever since Billy Graham came to France in 1983. But this article in the Nouvel Observateur was the point at which people started saying, yes, these are Protestants. And so one thing which has helped a lot is to change the names of our churches. So very often we don't necessarily call a church a Pentecostal church, a Baptist church, a Brethren church. A lot of churches use the same title, Evangelical Protestant Church. So the general public understands better that we are Protestant, we have an evangelical theology, and this has brought us more into the mainstream and has helped people to understand what we are. And this has helped a lot, I think, by the fact that on a local level as well, we have tried very much to be present in our community. When we have some kind of outreach campaign with young people, we'll get them to, for example, remove litter from a riverbank or something to show we're being helpful to the community. And I, as a pastor, always made sure that I had a good contact with the local mayor and the other leaders, just to say we're there and we're part of the community and in what ways can we help and so on. So the perception has remarkably changed over the last few years, which mirrors the growth of the number of evangelicals in France, which, according to most studies, has gone from 50,000 in 1950 to at least 500,000 today, possibly 600,000. So we are better known, we are better recognized, and this is a considerable barrier which has been removed as far as evangelism is concerned.